Welcome again to my tens and tens of friends. It is me, Teacher TJ, and today we will be reviewing Abbott's Elementary Season 5, Episode 14, Aide. So it is Women's History Month, and I want to say Happy Women's History Month to all of my women out there who's popping or not. Even if you're just there, you're the bomb for just existing. You know why? Because you're a woman in this world and Donald Trump's America. Keep your head up. You're beautiful. You're awesome. Thank you for everything you do, because if you're a woman, 9 times out of 10, you're contributing to in some kind of way that makes the world a better place. Shout out to you. You are loved over here at Level Up Stars. Keep being awesome. Happy Women's History. The show opens up at Melissa's house, and Jacob is Melissa's roommate. So his brother has come in town to visit him, and Melissa decides that since Jacob's brother is like family, Jacob could just go ahead and sleep on the couch. And his brother is on 10 and acting like a 10-year-old. He got running in talking about good morning. Jacob was asleep on the couch. And Melissa has made him breakfast, a happy face pancake. And his brother's talking about making a Ford. And yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but he seems more aggravated than Jacob. Yet Melissa likes him more than she likes Jacob, so much so she's giving the brother his room, and Jacob is sleeping on the couch. The show starts in Janine's class, and she's having a great day. She's so excited at the fact that her students are testing well on a test. It looks like they're doing a study on the ocean or ocean animals. And she's excited that everybody passed the test and they're moving on to the next lesson, because as we know, lessons build upon each other from one to the next. And she explained that she lost one of her students, well, 3. They lost 3 of their students from being at the mall. Well, they didn't technically lose the students at the mall. It turns out that 3 of their students transferred to another school because they didn't want their child at the mall. And Ava explained that since they were able to take that school's construction team, they were able to build Abbott back up. And the school that the 3 students went to, well, their floor collapsed. Yeah, now 5 students have been transferred from that school, since the school is being condemned, into Abbott. And Ava felt it necessary that all 5 of those students go to Janine's class, whom already had 37 students and now has 42. Yikes. Janine may need an aide, but they also need a gym teacher. In Janine's class, the students are flipping and shooting arrows at her, and it's a mess. She's trying to teach, but it is not going too good. So she went to see Ava to ask for aid, and I think we already know. I haven't seen this episode yet, but I think we already know who she's going to send her. Also, she has found out one of her students will be getting tested for ADHD, which means that she'll probably be getting medicine or medicated. And one of the teachers, I can't think of his name, but he was Barbara's old student and he's now the teacher. He actually has ADHD and he hasn't told anyone yet. Well, hasn't told anyone, but he takes medication for it. And a lot of times we have our own opinions on ADHD and medication. I feel like a lot of people from my generation were not medicated and we frown on medication. I personally believe in a holistic approach. I had a nephew that I was caring for some time who had ADHD, ADD, and was just off the chains, okay? And they used to give him this medicine. And the medicine, you could tell would change his whole demeanor. Like he would be really mellow, but he would be depressed. And he would just cry. And I'd be like, what's wrong? He'd be like, I don't know. But it was the medicine. So I'm not a fan of the medicine. I feel like I don't want to say suffer, because I feel I channel my inner ADHD and I get stuff done.
This is a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. These are just my opinions. Seek your physician for real medical advice. This information is solely based on the opinions of myself and the person in this story's personal experience alone. Everyone's medical journey may not be the same.
I feel a holistic approach and probably therapy would work best with managing ADHD or ADD for any parent who don't want to go the route of using medication. I personally tried coffee. I tried a bunch of stuff. Side note, I have an older cousin who had ADHD, ADD, and was off the chains too. Like, dude would be just running and jumping and flipping and tripping and dipping. And then I remember many years passing and I saw my cousin. I was like, cuz, what's been up with you? Like, you seem so chill now. He was like, yeah, I smoke weed. I said, oh, okay. So I felt like maybe medicinal, I wouldn't say, because I guess you can't give the kids, but some type of medicinal, herbal something, I would say, over the Ritalin and all the rest of the medications, Vyvanse and things. Because when you read the side effects, it's like, the boys can develop breasts. That one stands out because I couldn't remember. That just really shocked me. Heart problems, breathing problems. And the list goes on and on and on. And medicinal Mary Jane, hungry, sleepy, tired. Well, not even maybe sleepy. Maybe I would guess it probably makes people who have ADHD more focused. I'm going to have to ask my cousin about that, because I swear, totally different person. I'm not saying give it to your kid. You didn't get that from here with Teacher TJ, but I'm just saying, I don't subscribe to the medication with all of the side effects that may not work with children. Now, medication may work with some, but you have to be careful and really weigh your options. That's what I'll say. In Janine's class, the kids are doing the Macarena. I don't know why she told them that was inappropriate. I missed something. I didn't know that was a bad thing. But they're doing the Macarena, and it's really out of control in there. And Ava comes back to let her know that she has a Aide for her, and she said all these great things. And then when she gets to the 3-time Teacher of the Year award, Janine's like, oh Lord, because it's Ashley. Ashley comes sliding into the class with no shoes on. Oh goodness. Since Ashley is the teacher's aide, Janine is not too happy. She lets Ava know that that's basically just another student. No, thank you. And Ava like, well, what you want me to do? Send out another email? Girl, what? That's all you got to do is send an email. I'll send it for you. Let me get your computer. Over in the gym, Melissa and Gregory are the gym teachers, and they taking us a little too seriously. So, and I don't know the new teacher's name. That's a shame. Barbara's old student, but he spoke with Gregory because he really just wanted Gregory to talk to Barbara about saying something inappropriate about medicine in front of the children, because that can make them feel some type of way, which is true. Like, even though I did not agree with the medication that my nephew was taking, I made a conscious effort not to say anything negative about the medicine, because the fact of the matter is, when I was awarded temporary custody of him and my niece, it was like mandatory. It was court ordered that he received his medication. So I had to be really strategic on giving it to him and how to give it to him, and if you miss the dose, you know what to do and all of those things. So you do need to be really aware of the words that you say about the medication, because some people don't have a choice but to take it, and not taking it can have adverse effects. So the language that is used concerning the medication is important. So when the teacher asked Jacob to go speak to Barbara about that, Jacob just assumed that the man was gay. So he goes to talk to Barbara, not really mentioning that, you know, it's not cool for her to say that about him. You know, his business is his business, but they had one of those conversations where they were on two totally different pages. And when he goes back to the teacher to tell him that he talked to Barbara about him being gay, you know, but he didn't mention him being gay, the teacher like, yeah, well, why would you mention that that I'm gay? I'm not gay. Abbott is funny. In Janine's class, the students are going wild. They're throwing airplanes, paper, jumping around. It's a real mess in there. But Ashley, the TA, gave her a picture of some guy, and she told her to, when you hold the picture up, all the kids get quiet. It's weird. And Janine is like, that'll never work. But she tried it and it works. And she's just as confused as I am, because let me get that picture. I want to try it. Janine thanks Ashley for helping her with the idea to hold up the picture, considering that it really works. And the teacher, that I don't know his name, he goes to Barbara's class to talk to her about the ADHD medication. Barbara's old student name is Dominic, and his talk with Ava helps her to understand that she really needs to choose her words carefully when speaking about medication, and he thanks her for understanding. Over in the gym, Jacob's brother is doing a fantastic job with the children, and everyone is impressed. The teachers, Ava, and the kids love him, so she considers hiring him part-time, and had the nerve to be like, he needs to get his credentials. And at first she's like, I can't hire him. He doesn't have his credentials. And Gregory's like, neither do you. So I guess he will be the new gym teacher. So it looks like both Janine, teacher Aide, Ashley, and Jacob's brother will be two new additions that work very well for Abbott. In the basement, Mr. Johnson is interviewing Jacob's brother for the new position, and he gives him a lie detector test, which is really just some stuff hooked up to him, and the computer is playing the game in the background to make noise. And I guess he's hired now, and that was his hiring process, but really it was just a process for Mr. Johnson to let him know that he is the best squatter in the school. And the show ends. If you stayed to the end, please like, friend. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. At this point, what are we waiting for? Okay, come on now. I'm 100 videos in. I'm coming back. You're coming back. Let's just subscribe, please. Okay, please. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. See you on the next one. Bye, 10.